Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Listen. Check line 54. Line 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
Goff now looks to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
21. 24 is the mic. Let's go. Hey, Echo. Right here. We got to step it up. 24 is the mic.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80! Man left. We got 4.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. 65.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
One, Omaha.
The 41-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage. And
using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
White. 58, right over there, yeah.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got four down. Hey, alert. Here we go. 24's Haywood. 24's the mark.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's make these babies cry.
From the 38, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
What? 180! 54 miles. Quit talking about it.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams have taken the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
13. Bravo. Here we go.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day. 2. Hey, wahoo. 58, right over there.
Garoppolo on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 45 on second down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
11. 2.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go. 180! I got you, son.
It's Coleman here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. 180! 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 11. 59, Mike. 59, Mike. Go. Come on, D.
On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check right 54. Line 54.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
21. Here we go. 24 is the mic. Let's go.
Garoppolo again. He's going to air one out. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. John Johnson on the coverage.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Here
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
12, fellas, here we go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the run. Hey, Alpha. 12.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's get it.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, live.
Here's gone. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Tight end right. Even. 4 gaps. Even. Black. Here's the mic. Go. Hey, Foxtrot. Here's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
Garoppolo now. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
58 to Mike. Blue there.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
21. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Danny. Check 12, fellas. Here we go.
Now it's Breida. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
65.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
54 Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Again they run with Gurley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
20. 54. We're good. Mike 5-4. Hey, Delta. Boot, watch the boot. Tighten up. Hey, shell.
3rd and 2. Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, Shell. Mike 54.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 39, Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. The Rams on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Wait.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, Zoo!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Another carry now for Gurley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They run. It's Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Rams, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home